for your website. Next, we move on to the pagination. So we all have seen when we go to e-commerce website and crawl for products. So after the first go, they show up other products and the list goes on. So this is from user point of view, but for search engines, this creates a lot of problems. So when search engine comes to your website, they crawl the first thing. They are not able to see. They're not able to see any product which are after show more. So what this creates? This create indexing problem for them. We can see in the example of first try. So the product after the show more are not getting actually crawled. Same from PropTiger. So they are showing this 973 project in the first go. It's like serving a lot of content in one page. That will definitely increase their page load time. And the other thing, they won't be able to show all 973 products on the same page. They're using this infinite crawling, but not making sure that they get attention from the search engine or not. And internally, we actually check their indexing ratio as well. For this particular page, their indexing ratio is really low. So what they can do? What is the suggestion for that? They need to implement pagination. Pagination is actually an art of connecting big contents in a logical manner, so that the first page gets all the attention, for search engines. So let's take an example. Say you have 4 pages, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. You have seen this on blog article as well, if you read Forbes as well. So what they essentially do, they actually divide their content into multiple parts, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, and for other sites as well. And for e-commerce, this is one of the deciding factors in making sure the products are getting crawled and indexed. So let's take an example, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. What Google has done, Google has given us an authority to actually tell Google that these pages are connected in a logical manner. So what they have done, they have introduced a code called rel, prev, and next. So it's like an art of connecting all the pages which are the part of the main content. So what you can do using those rel, prev, next, you can tell Google that this is your second page. So in the mentioned example, so we have these 4 pages, example.com/article story, and then the page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. So what you will do in the head section of the page 1, what you'll add next, refers to the next page, which is page 2. So it doesn't have any previous page. So the previous page, there's no need of adding rel, prev there. For second page, it has actually a previous page and then the next page. So we'll add previous page is page 1, and then the next page is page 3, and so on until we reach the last page. So the last page won't have any next page. What it'll have only a previous entity. So what will mention the previous code there. So this is another example of what ShopperStop is doing wrong. So what they have done, they have implemented the pagination code there, but when you are connected, so we discuss about canonical tags. Canonical tags are generally telling Google that this content is actually a copy of the main content. When we can't put 301 redirect, we add a canonical tag. For what ShopperStop is doing wrong, they've actually added the canonical tag of the main page on all the pagination pages. So on one hand, they are actually telling Google that they are connecting these products in a logical manner. So this is actually a part of page 2. Page 1, page 2, page 3. This is actually the big content divided into multiple parts. And on the other hand, they have actually added a canonical tag of the main page. So they have those 2 codes which are conflicting each other. One of the possible reasons the pagination is not working correctly.